All right, good morning. Good morning. All right, let's take a look at what we got in the market. As you can see, we're currently looking at the ES, and the market definitely looks like it's in a downtrend. You'll see we had a squeeze that fired off on the daily almost 2 weeks ago, and we broke through the 5800. And then recently we broke through 5750, an important level. Did that probably at the end of last week, coming into this week. So the market is still weak. This is on a daily setup. If we take a look at a weekly, we have this important level here of 56, around 5600. So on the weekly, we're right there. We'll be looking at next week, but you see, we also have a weekly squeeze. If that fires long, then the talks of a recession are definitely the market pulling back. Um, will be true. Whether that leads to a recession or not, yeah, I can't say with certainty, but we know the market will be weak. All right. So what's happening today? We do have the Michigan report with consumer sentiment that comes out around 10 a.m. It looks like the government will probably pass a funding bill, so that will help probably give a bounce to the market or some confidence there. Still got some trade issues going back and forth with Europe. And so that's a negative on the market. So again, we're in a choppy market, but it looked like large money is taking their money and putting it into other assets such as gold. Gold is at a record high of $2,993. So there's other avenues that people are looking for money. They're putting their monies. So what's setting up for today? Let's go take a look at Tesla. Tesla is right here on a weekly 200 at 230. Let's go look at it on a 4 hour for today. So Tesla got all the way down here to 207, 209, and it's kind of been back on an uptrend, back up to 240, 250. I'm not sure if that's going to last. We might get a bounce into this morning session at 240, but I still think Tesla is still going to be pretty weak. And we might be range bound to some point, go back down at 209. With the market being overall weak, I'm again looking for fades, but I'm looking at Tesla again. I might rethink that. It's crossing a line right here, 244. Tesla might get a bounce. It's looking pretty strong going into today's session. Let's go look at a 30. Yeah, well, Tesla might be an easy pick to go to the upside. It may go back down, but it won't go down early this morning. Yeah, I can see Tesla having a rise. And to that fact, there's a lot of things that are green today on the market. Uh, I, when the overall trend is bearish, I try to stay away from going up. But when you have a stock like this, which setup looks so clear, especially on a 30-minute. Let's take a look on 15. All right, so on 15, we do have our entry, and that would be after 245. It clears 245. Tesla clears 245 on the 15-minute, 5-minute, or whatever time frame that is. That is probably my entry to go to the upside for sure. All right, so we'll add Tesla to the stock. Shares increased by 1.6% pre-market, despite warnings about potential cost hikes from tariffs and a sale decline in Europe. So I'm not sure what's driving it, but I'm just going to take the charts. Let's take a look at Lee. Lee did not make his earnings. Um, Stock fell 6.9% after a mixed earnings report, and we're already down to 26. Let's go take a look at the hourly. All right, we at a very important level right here. If it breaks this 26, we're going to take it all the way down. Let's go look at a 4-hour. Whoa. So Lee is definitely on my watch list. It has a 4-hour squeeze. It's at a 26 level. And if it breaks that, we can ride that all the way down. Let's go take a look at another one. It has a lot of price action this morning. NVIDIA. So kind of like Tesla, NVIDIA is bouncing to the upside this morning. 124, 123 is probably our exit. That's a $4 move. That's still a really good move. Let's go look at an hour. We got to get past 119. If it gets past 119, that's 120. We can ride 120 up to about 123, 124. So NVIDIA will definitely be watching this morning. Let's go see how Domino's is doing. Domino's has been looking pretty weak after a great run last year into this year. It has found some weakness in the market. So we're looking at this 425 level for Domino's. If it breaks the 425, let's see. Yep, if it breaks 425. Now it's a heavy level support where a lot of buyers are sitting. But you can always, and if the market is trending up this morning, you can get that buyers come in, run it up, and then go back down type choppy action. But you need to break 425 before you get into Domino's to the downside. There definitely seemed to be some weakness in our sector. There's DLR, but let's go take a look at LNG. LNG had a nice drop on a couple of days back. It probably was Monday, and it dropped around $8. Then it remained chop, but it has this level of 211, 210. If LNG continues to break that to the downside today, I'll definitely be looking there. And there seems to be a cat. So in this industrial sector, 337, see cat went up to 345, back down to 334. Then it broke through yesterday. If cat has a continuation to the downside today, we can definitely be coming down to 318. So when I see cat, LNG, then I come over here and look at Generac, and I see Generac has a level here at 126, 125. Then I see weakness happening in a certain sector. At least that's how it's looking pre-market. Then we start to think, okay, there's something to it. And, we like that confluence of stocks moving in the same direction in the same sector. So we'll be looking at that. FedEx and UPS, they've been good bearish plays all week. I haven't played them that much. I played Palantir yesterday, and I can't think of the other one, but Palantir was a perfect setup yesterday, and that did very well to the downside. But you'll see FedEx is just riding on here, hitting this EMA here, and just continuing to fall. And here we are at 240. So again, if we break 240 on Palantir, which we're right there, 242, 240. If we break this 240, it is more to the downside. So there are certain sectors that are peaking up. We have some FANG stocks that are looking green early morning, but overall, there's still plenty good setups to the downside. It's really clear as long as you know where your support and resistance lie. All right, this video has been helpful. Please like and subscribe, and have a blessed day. Take care.